Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is Tuesday. It has been a long ass day. Okay, it is literally my only day off of work, and I spent the day prepping the house, cleaning the house, catching up on just a whole bunch of tasks that I've needed to catch up on just because I was at a bachelorette this weekend and I just needed to catch up on a whole bunch of stuff. But we are caught up. We are relaxing for the rest of the night. I thought I'd start this vlog now because I do want to sit down and read, and I want to do a how much I realistically read in a week vlog for you guys. I've seen a whole bunch of my favorite book talkers do this kind of vlog, like Destiny Sidwell and Sarah Corri. So I figured I'd attempt to see if I could also do how much I read in a week. And if you guys are seeing this, that means that I did an okay job of filming this week. So I guess, it works out. So my goal this month is to read 10 books off of my never-ending TBR. And if you guys saw my last book, obviously I have a lot of books. I have 2 bookshelves worth of TBR books, which is actually insane. I have a problem. I want to read books off of my 167-ish book TBR. Yeah, and that's not counting all the ones that I have on my Kindle currently that I want to read. But I am in the middle of reading 2 books. So the first one is a physical book called 5 Total Strangers by Natalie D. Richards. I am exactly 3 pages into it. I started it last night and I just did not have the energy. I finished Eyes on Me by Sarah Kate last night and wanted to jump into another book, and I just did not have the energy for it. So I have 5 Total Strangers, and then I am currently on my Kindle reading Hunting Adeline. I am about 19% of the way through, so I'm hoping to finish these books this week, even though 19% through in Hunting Adeline, it equates to exactly 6 hours and 23 minutes left in this book, which is a lot. That's a lot. So I'm going to get my setup going and read for the night. I will update you guys on how I'm feeling about the book. I think I'm going to go with 5 Total Strangers and just sit in the recliner and just relax and read for a little bit before my fiance gets home from work. But I will update you guys on this book. This book is about a girl named Mira who's coming home for the holidays, but an incoming blizzard cancels her flight connection and she gets stuck at the airport, and she meets someone named Harper from her initial flight, and Harper and a couple of friends are renting a car and they can drop Mira off on the way, but her fellow travelers aren't friends like she thought. They're total strangers, and every one of them seems to be hiding something dangerous. So it's all about her trip home, and it is a thriller. Obviously by the cover, I'm sure you can tell it is a thriller book. But I am exactly 3 pages into it, and you guys like my little bookmark. My friend gave it to me as a bridesmaid's gift. It's super cute. I have one in pink, and I cannot find it for the life of me. I think it's in like one of my other purses, but I'm going to curl up and start this book and see how it goes so far. So I have been reading for about an hour now, and I am 76 pages in, chapter 7, like I showed you guys. And so far in this book, a whole bunch of nothing has happened in the first almost 80 pages. Like, she gets stuck at the airport. Her and a whole bunch of people rent a car. Obviously, 5 total strangers. They don't really know each other. They met, like, on the plane or at the airport. They all know this one girl, Harper. That's who they met, her seatmate. And they all get in this car, and the weather's really bad. And there are a couple things, like, I don't know if you can see that, but like weird, creepy handwritten letters to the main character, Mira, about like meeting her in the hospital, which I'm just confused about because we haven't gotten there yet. And then like meeting her at her art gallery and everything like that. And they sign it, "I'll be waiting, yours," with no name. And they're like talking, and it's like, oh my God, this is destiny, this is fate. Like, of course, it's, you know, the way the universe works and everything like that. So it's very strange. I believe they're about to get into a car accident, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, this next chapter, she is long. I'm not a fan of like long chapters. This is like almost a 20-page chapter, but yeah, that's the update for now. I'm gonna continue on reading and see how far I get in this book tonight. So I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so I am about 2 hours into reading 5 Total Strangers. I am on page 117, chapter 10, and I'm gonna do my skincare and share with you my thoughts so far. So I am about 38% of the way through the book, according to Goodreads, which doesn't feel like a lot after reading for 2 hours. The last hour, I was definitely like very distracted reading. It just, this book is not moving. It's not moving. Usually for thrillers, like, they need to be very fast-paced. Usually thrillers are very fast-paced books for me. I'm not getting the thriller vibe, like, at all. I'm getting more like mystery kind of vibes. And even then, it's not very strong. It's not very strong. It's giving like Murder Road, but like, will the plot twist actually save this? I don't know. But basically, she's in this car with all these strangers on their way home for Christmas and almost get into like this huge 32 car pile-up car accident. So they stop at a gas station and get gas and get like, you know, necessities and whatever. One of the girls loses her wallet, but our main character sees this guy that she saw at the previous rest stop they stopped at over 100 miles ago. And that's fine. That's fine. Could be a coincidence, you know? But she doesn't think so. She recognizes his hat, recognizes the smell of him. It smells like hospital, like cleaning chemicals. And I'm also realizing at this point that these letters that were sent to her are like in the past. So obviously this book is Christmas time related, which is wild that I'm reading it in September. But irregardless, we see the last letter that was like sent that we know of currently. Like the last letter was sent in February. So this happened months and months and months ago, like 10 months ago. It's just not giving, it's not giving thriller. I'm really not enjoying it. It sucks because this has been on my TBR for a while. Like, it was on my TBR long before I ever had the physical copy, and I've had the physical copy for like a couple months now. So I'm really kind of upset that it's just not living up to the hype that I wanted it to. That was a lot of moisturizer. Sorry, I literally just bought this, so I'm still like getting used to how much it actually dispenses. And oh my god, that was a lot. Okay. All right. Oh, it just got all in my hair. That was stupid. But like I said, it's just not giving any sort of actual thriller vibes at all. And it's really disappointing. Like, I don't even want to keep reading it. I'm gonna, because that's who I am. Like, DNFing isn't really a big thing for me. Like, I know a lot of YouTubers and book talkers will like DNF books when they don't want it. That's not me. That's not me. That's never been me. It will never be me. I need to see things out, because like, what if I DNF a book and it's actually good? You know what I mean? Like, the plot twist saves the whole book. Like, what if? But I'm gonna put on my face oil right now, and I'm gonna keep reading. I don't know if I'm gonna update you guys tonight, but I will keep reading and see if it gets any better. Because Lord knows I am currently hoping it gets better. This is not it. This is like a 1 star right now, which is wild. I don't remember the last time I rated a book like 1 star. It might have been like Ellen Foster or something like that. Even that, I think I rated like 2 stars. But yeah, I will see you guys when I see you. So it is a couple days later. It is Thursday. I did a little bit of reading yesterday. I read a chapter of Hunting Adeline on my Kindle before I went to bed. I read some of Five Total Strangers, and I actually finished it today. 1 star. Absolutely 1 star. It was so predictable, and just, I mean, especially when you have a cast of 5 people to choose from, it's going to be one of those 5 people. And there were a couple of red herrings, and it just was very predictable, unfortunately. And I'm really upset, because I was really excited to read this book for a really long time, but she is going to be donated back to Save Her, so somebody else might be able to pick her up, might be able to enjoy her more than me. I feel like this was very much like an intro thriller book to get you in the mood, and maybe this was the wrong time for you to read this, just because it was a Christmas kind of spooky book. But yeah, it wasn't great. But I am going to continue reading Hunting Adeline on my Kindle, and I actually just started a new book. My fiance picked out a genre for me from my TBR, and he picked fantasy. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, the 2nd book in the ACOTAR series. I know, I'm super behind, but she is a brick of a book. 630 pages. So we'll see how long it takes for me to get through this book, and I will update you guys on my thoughts. I wasn't a huge ACOTAR fan. It was very flowery writing, and I wasn't really a huge fan of that, but we'll see if this one gets any better. So, I haven't updated since Thursday when I started A Court of Mist and Fury. It is now Saturday. I read a tiny bit yesterday, not anything crazy. So, I am now on page 57, which is chapter 6 of A Court of Mist and Fury. And I have a lot of thoughts. So, I'm not going to spoil anything, but so far, I like this so much better than A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I knew that was going to be the case. I've heard people talk about how much they love this book. I've heard my friends talk about how this is their favorite book out of the series. So I was expecting to really like it, and I wasn't expecting to really like it this soon into it. but I do really like it. It is a lot though, and I'm just nervous. Like, I wanted to get through this book for the reading vlog and get through Hunting Adeline for this reading vlog, and it just seems like I'm not gonna get through this reading vlog just because this is like a realistic read with me, and I have to work. I would love to just sit on the couch and read my little booky books, but I do have to go to work. But I think I'm going to sit for like the next half hour and just read a little bit before I have to get ready to go to work. And then I will be in touch probably on Monday, frankly, because Sunday I'm working 9 to 9. So, yeah. It has been a while since I checked in. It is now officially Tuesday, which means it is the end of my read with a week for me. We're going to be doing some reading today. Of course, I'm still on A Court of Mist and Fury because she is a big girl, but I am on chapter 16, page 100 and... Oh, my bookmark fell out again. Page 157. We are just really starting to get to the good part. And frankly, I'm really excited. I put my highlighter in there as a bookmark so I don't lose my place. But I'm very excited about this book. It is by far way better than the first one, even just being this far into it and not really seeing any action until this point. I'm finally understanding why we don't like Tamlin. And I guess we'll see why we like Rezan, however you say it, whatever. But Feyre is like starting to come into her own, and we love that. We absolutely love that. She is not someone who needs to be saved anymore, and we love that. But let's continue reading for the rest of the night and see how far I get.
Persian rose, but she's from Nicaragua. Thought you was Persian love. Are we turning up or are we wasting time? Girl, don't waste my time. No, I'm party. I don't just wanna chill with you. Oh.
Alright, we are here to finish up our little reading vlog for the week and do a little bit of a recap. So I read a little bit of Hunting Adeline on my Kindle this week. Not a heck of a ton, maybe like 2 chapters, so I'm really not counting that just because I don't really remember how much I read of that. It may have been like a chapter or 2, but I read the entirety of 5 Total Strangers by Natalie D. Richards, which is 299 pages. Again, this book was a 1-star. It was not great. And then, of course, you guys know that I've been reading A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, and I am 275 pages in. I am almost halfway, which is exciting because this is a brick of a book. But that means that I read 574 pages this week, which is a lot of pages to be reading this week. That's like, frankly, like 2 whole books. 2 whole books. And I still have that much more to go. But so far, this is getting really freaking good, okay? I thought A Court of Thorns and Roses sucked. I thought it was so bad. What, honey? You coming up? Yep. He just wants attention. As I was saying, Court of Thorns and Roses was just not great. It was not great. Like, can you move your booty? Can you move your booty? No. A Court of Thorns and Roses was not great, frankly. I really didn't know if I wanted to read the rest of the series, but this book so far. We are getting to like the actual action now. It's so good. It is so freaking good. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to read the rest of them. I already told my fiance that I need to go pick up the other 3 books. So yeah, that's what I read this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more reading vlogs like this, please let me know. I thought it was really fun to do this for you guys. This is the first time I've ever done like a reading vlog. So if you guys liked it, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next week for another video.